Scotland, a land of untamed beauty, fierce independence, and a history that echoes through centuries. Scotland's story is one that captivates and inspires. The traditions that define its identity, and the mysteries that still linger in its misty lochs. Join us as we traverse ancient castles, breathtaking landscapes, and deep cultural traditions to understand what makes Scotland truly unique.
This video is a Scottish saga woven from tradition, craftsmanship, and enduring style. We are talking tartan kilts and the unparalleled quality of Harris Tweed.
Explore the lives of legends like William Wallace and Robert the Bruce, the vibrant world of tartan and the iconic kilt, the enduring craft of Harris Tweed, and raise a glass to the history of Johnnie Walker whisky. We'll even search for answers about the mysterious Loch Ness Monster. In the 13th century, Scotland was under the oppressive rule of England. William Wallace became a symbol of Scottish resistance. Wallace united diverse Scottish forces, achieving a surprise victory at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in 1297. Wallace's torch was taken up by Robert the Bruce, who would eventually secure Scotland's independence. His strategic brilliance and unwavering determination culminated in the pivotal Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. Robert the Bruce watched a spider repeatedly fail to fasten its web. The creature persisted through 6 failed attempts. It finally succeeded on the 7th try. This inspired Robert to return and finally win the battle for Scotland. But Scotland's identity is not just forged in battle, it's woven into its very fabric. Let's talk tartan, those distinctive checkered patterns.
More than just pretty designs, tartans tell stories of clans, regions, historic events. Every thread, every colour, every weave has a story to tell.
Every Scottish clan has its own tartan.
The kilt is surely Scotland's most significant contribution to fashion, and it's not just a skirt for men.
This iconic garment, often worn with specific accessories like the sporran, is a symbol of masculine power and Scottish tradition. It came into its own as a national dress in the 18th and 19th centuries.
It's a meticulously crafted garment, rich in history and engineering. A kilt uses yards of tartan fabric, meticulously plaited to get that iconic swing and drape. Harris Tweed is the only fabric in the world protected by its own Act of Parliament. It can only be certified as Harris Tweed if it has been woven by islanders in the Outer Hebrides region of Scotland and made from pure virgin wool, dyed, spun and finished in the Outer Hebrides region of Scotland.
Very sort of very 1920s.
Yeah,
So
it looks very small.
it's nice and relaxed for me, sir.
That is a bit brave.
Harris Tweed is more than just a fabric. It's a testament to resilience, craft, and a deep connection to the land. Its rugged texture and natural colors inspired by the dramatic landscapes of the islands have made it a favorite around the world, from high-end fashion to traditional outdoor wear.
Dedicated kilt makers, artisans and weavers are preserving these traditions, handing them down from generation to generation. The Scottish saga of tweed, tartans and kilts is a living, breathing testament to craftsmanship that continues till today.
No exploration of Scotland would be complete without another form of handcrafting. Scotland's liquid gold, whisky. And when it comes to globally recognized Scotch whisky, one name stands above the rest, Johnnie Walker. The story begins in the 19th century with John Walker, a young man who opened a grocery store. He started blending whiskies, creating a consistent and high-quality product that gained popularity.
So far as quality is concerned, of such a standard that nothing in the market shall come before it.
And like his father before him, Alexander passed the waterway on to his own sons, George Patterson and Alexander Walker II. For flavour, they were always open to new ideas. They were always seeking new ways to bring people together through their whiskies. So they continued to walk the world. They enlisted a network of agents and travellers who could take Johnnie Walker north, south, east, west, and every place.
We're taking single malt and single grain whiskies from dozens of distilleries across all of Scotland and balancing all of those beautiful flavours.
We build a broad range of flavour beyond these three, using the power of time and nature and a big assist from our craftspeople. So as we promised you from before, we're going to talk about the lower half of the flavour wheel. The fruity, the spicy and the creamy categories. Now how they're going to get their flavours? That's by using specific types of wood during the spirit's time of maturation in the cask. Now this transformative power of the wood, it's going to help to create different flavours. So if you're using different casks and different finishes, you're going to get different flavours, therefore you're going to get different whiskies. For it to be considered Scotch, it needs to mature in an oak cask for at least 3 years, and then only within the borders of Scotland. Now after 25 years, a little less than half of the cask will be completely gone, just from the evaporation alone. That's why older whiskies are often more rare and therefore more expensive. So Alexander Walker, yes, he was an exceptional blender, but he created our first commercial blend. And this was known as John Walker & Sons Old Highland Whisky. Now, his son, Alexander Walker II, he built on his father's work, 30 different whiskies in one single blend to keep with the consistency, the quality, and the flavour that is expected of Johnnie Walker.
Every whisky in Johnnie Walker Black Label is at least 12 years old. I think of it as an impressionist painting that has a series of layered colours, textures and variations.
Johnnie Walker's son Alexander and grandson George took the business to new heights, developing iconic blends like the Red Label and the Black Label, and expanding into international markets. The distinctive square bottle and the striding man logo became synonymous with Scotch whisky.
The sweetness makes me imagine a light summer rain. For that I will use a lighter whisky, such as Cameron Bridge. With a few more unique flavours, we have a truly one-of-a-kind seasonal blend. This is the Princess Street label.
At the end of the tour, you get to sample Johnnie Walker whisky. Because I do not drink whisky, I got to take home a set of 3 miniature Johnnie Walker whiskies. The Elephant House is known as the birthplace of Harry Potter. After a devastating fire a few years ago, the original cafe has undergone a major restoration and is now fully open. You can see the original table where Rowling wrote and visit the famous graffiti toilets where fans from all around the world leave messages. And finally, we arrive at one of Scotland's most enduring and captivating mysteries, Loch Ness, and its famous resident, Nessie. Tales of a large aquatic creature inhabiting the depths of the loch have been circulating since centuries. But it was in the 1930s that the Loch Ness Monster truly became a global phenomenon.
A geological fault line which runs from under the North Sea in the northeast to the edge of the Atlantic shelf in the southwest. It cuts Scotland in two. The rocks which form the Highlands of Scotland were laid down in warm tropical seas far to the south of the equator more than 500 million years ago.
Numerous sightings, blurry photographs, and scientific investigations have kept the mystery alive. The sheer size and depth of Loch Ness, coupled with the allure of the unknown, ensure that the legend will continue to fascinate for generations to come. And now, to my encounter with Baxter, the Highland Coo. The Highland Coo, or the cow, has flowing red hair and long horns. It is the oldest registered cattle breed in the world.
I don't want to lose my fingers. Thank you for joining us on this Scottish saga. Until our next adventure, keep the spirit of Scotland alive. This is Samita signing off from Edinburgh, Scotland. Till next time.